All right, super excited to be here with Tyler Woessner. Not Woessner.
No, not Woessner.
Sixth round draft pick by the Brewers last year. For those who don't know your story and all that, where does your baseball story start?
I mean, I started playing baseball when I was 8.
Okay.
And, I mean, I fell in love from the beginning,
Yeah.
from the get-go, and then played high school, went to Central Arizona.
Yep.
Was there for 4 years.
Yeah. How'd you swing that? COVID year, I'm assuming, is the kind of...
Yeah, so freshman year, sophomore year, COVID.
Yeah.
Then the next year after that didn't count as a year of eligibility.
Oh, you get that bonus year.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I had the next year after that. So my 4th year in college was technically my sophomore year.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, you got drafted.
Yeah.
Sixth round, is
Yeah.
that good? You tell me. I don't know.
I mean, I was
take it.
happy about it.
For sure. So you mentioned you started playing early and stuff like that. When did you focus strictly on pitching?
I became a PO my sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
So, but I always had a good arm, so I was always
Yeah.
playing like third base, shortstop.
Yeah.
And I had a good arm, and I would also pitch.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year, I mean, I was definitely a better pitcher than I was hitter.
Yeah.
So I was good enough to make varsity
As
my
a
sophomore
pitcher.
year As a pitcher.
Yeah.
And then so made varsity my sophomore year as a pitcher, and then ever since then I was a PO.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you like one of the best like pitchers in your area? Like you grew up in Arizona, but I'm sure there's a ton of talent in
we
Arizona.
had a lot of guys in AZ. So we had Nolan Gorman.
Okay.
So I grew up playing against Nolan Gorman, Matthew
Sweet.
Libator,
Jeez.
Brennan Davis,
Yeah.
Jonathan Ornelas, like
Oh my gosh.
all these guys. Like,
Yeah, those are some dudes.
So it was, I mean, I think I got better growing up playing against them because
Yeah.
it was just
The
you're
talent.
playing high performance
Yeah.
players your whole life. So,
That's
I mean,
true. Did you do like the travel ball and like showcases and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I played travel ball. I never really did any showcases
Okay.
besides area code.
Sure. So where does your recruitment? Because you obviously went to Central Arizona. Were there other universities, and why did you kind of choose that JUCO route? Which obviously worked well for you, just kind of given your experiences there. But
Yeah.
what other colleges were you looking at? How was your whole recruitment process?
So I didn't really have any colleges reaching out to me in
Really?
high school.
Wow.
And then so I went to the area code tryout, and
Yeah.
I hit 93.
Geez. Okay.
So I was a junior in high school, and I hit 93.
Yeah.
ASU called me. ASU is my dream school.
Sure.
I grew up going to those ASU games.
Yeah.
I actually got to watch Josh Spence, who is our pitching coach now.
Yeah.
He went to Central and ASU. So
Nice.
I got to watch him play at ASU. And
Yeah.
then- so I committed to ASU
Okay.
out of high school, and then just things didn't turn out. Like I ended up going to Central.
How mad were they when you told them, "Hey, I'm switching over to JUCO"?
I mean, they were all right. They didn't really care.
Yeah.
They have so many
yeah.
recruits. They were like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think if I went to ASU, maybe the route would have been different.
Maybe. You never know.
But Central was definitely a perfect fit for me.
Dude, in Central, as far as JUCOs go, that's one of the better JUCOs. Like it's I think you won 2 natties when you were there?
Yeah. So.
Dude, how sick is that?
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like so, freshman year, we won a national championship. Sophomore year was COVID, so that year we didn't play. Junior year, we lost in the national championship, and then
So three straight,
three
basically.
appearances in the national championship.
Dang, it's crazy.
Yeah, and then won 2 of them.
Yeah. So I have a buddy who's RJ Dabovich. Yeah. You know? He went
I
there.
know of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he went there, and he would tell me that after every victory, they would like hang out in the modular like dorms, and they would just like wrestle each other or do some crazy stuff after a victory. Like they just point to somebody and be like, "I'm gonna wrestle you," and then they would just fight each other. Do you have any like? I know JUCOs are wild.
I mean,
do you have any funny like crazy JUCO stories?
I mean, every time we swept, we had this kid on our team. We would tase him in the ass. And that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So he was the only one.
Was he
crazy
cool
enough
with
to
it?
do
Like he was like,
Oh yeah.
okay.
He was.
It was
loving
his idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think it was really his idea,
Sure.
but he was the only one that would do it.
He was down.
Yeah, he was down.
Wow. Yeah, like I love hearing JUCO stories because like you hear the stories of, because obviously they don't have that NCAA regulations and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like coaches just run them to the ground. I've talked to guys who like after every like game they would have to like do like a 2-mile run or 2-mile hike. Do you have any like interesting stories like that?
So we have what we call Mountain Mondays,
Okay.
and it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You have 3 minutes to run all the way up to this
Jeez.
top of this mountain, and then all the way back down.
Yeah.
You do that probably 3 times.
Oh my. Like back and forth each day. Like three times in a day you have to run up and back and forth?
So it was our morning run. So we'd wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You're all wearing a white shirt and black shorts, and you cut the logos out because we're all a team. Like so nobody's wearing like Nike or like different brands or anything, that's cool. You know. So we're all together as one, and we're just
grinding.
JUCO grinding up.
Yeah, dude, that's so cool. Like, I mean, I love hearing these stories. I mean, it's like obviously you stayed there the whole JUCO time, but how was it pitching in like the College World Series? Like, how was that environment?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome. And I mean, so we use wood bats.
Yeah.
In Arizona, and then when you
are all Arizona JUCOs like wood bats?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
I think it's the only college league that uses wood bat. But then you go. When you make it to the World Series, it's metal bats, and then it's in Colorado. So the ball is high elevation, the ball flies, and you're also using metal bats. So you have to learn how to adjust to that and get pitched ground ball, like pitch to get ground balls, and it's definitely a little different, but it helps. It helps a lot. Yeah.
So I asked this to every guy. When was your if to when moment when you stopped thinking like if I get drafted and started thinking to yourself when I get drafted? Like when was that moment for you in your college experience?
It was after COVID. So COVID happened, and I didn't nobody knew if we were going to get that year back or anything. So I was like, my baseball career is done. So I wasn't going D1. Yeah. And then our coach called us, and they were like, all right, everyone gets a year of eligibility back. So I was like, all right, I can't not get drafted.
Yeah.
So I, worked hard, and I was like, I'm gonna get drafted. Yeah. Like that's the only goal.
Yeah.
So I worked hard, and
that's awesome, dude. Like, again, obviously it worked. It said 6th round. I mean, no big deal. So how do you stay mentally tough? I feel like JUCO kind of helps you with that area, but like obviously you're a pitcher, so you have ups and downs. Like, how do you stay mentally tough? I know Cameron, like he'll color. Yeah. Has he got you into that or anything?
No, not a big colorer, but
me either.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just gotta appreciate failure because you need failure to succeed. You know what I mean? So you learn from failure. So I mean, it's not always a bad thing.
Yeah. You've started and you've been a reliever kind of in your career as a pitcher. What do you prefer? Obviously, you're starting now. Why not? I mean, I feel like I saw the guys who are like, I just want to let the arm eat for one inning. Just throw as hard as I can and then be out.
It's fun. It's like I closed, and closing is a blast because, like what you said, you just go in for one inning, throw as hard as you can.
You're hyped.
Yeah, you're hyped. The adrenaline is up. You're probably throwing harder than normal, but it's fun. I mean, I like to play. Like I like to think that I'm a position player on the mound. Yeah. So like you want to be in the game as long as possible.
That's fair. That's a good point.
So I mean, playing as much as possible. Yeah. Like you get more innings on the mound, and you're just I don't know. You play more, I guess.
Yeah. You have more kind of a say in the game. Yeah. I feel that. What was your favorite college memory? Obviously, you 3 World Series. I mean, that's crazy in itself. But like, do you have any specific moment that stands out?
Last year, for sure. I started the semifinal game, and it was like the 5th inning tie ball game, and runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. And so I knew I couldn't give up those runs, so I had to bear down and struck out the first guy, 2 outs after that, and then the next guy came up and I just threw 3 fastballs as hard as I could and swung and missed on all 3 of them. And just fired me up, and
there you go, dude.
We scored like 3 runs after that inning, and ended up winning the game. And
so cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was a good memory for sure.
How hard are you throwing now? Then you said you're hitting like what 90 or 88 or 89 when they were at the showcase, or what was?
In
high school.
High school, I topped out at 93.
93.
Junior year.
Okay, so what are you throwing now?
Now, I'll probably sit like 92 to 95. Okay. And then there will be appearances where like I'll sit 4 to 6.
What's your max?
This year I hit 98.8. 98.8. So I've been chasing that for a long time. Yeah. I haven't come close.
That's awesome.
There's something to.
Yeah. And next thing you go 99, then hit that triple digits.
Then going for 100. I've been saying I'm gonna hit 100 for the last like 3 years, and it hasn't happened.
It'll happen this year. It happened this year. We'll see. We'll speak it into existence.
Exactly.
Any advice for like younger guys who want to like get better at throwing, and throw harder, and improve like just overall pitching?
Just have confidence in yourself. Never give up. Believe in have confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself, and just if you really want it, you will work as hard as you possibly can to go get it, you know?
That's true. And that, I mean, that works for everything in every area in life, right? If you want something, you
want
work for it.
something and you really believe you can get it, then you will do whatever it takes to achieve that.
What about like working out? Are you like a big lifter, more like flexibility? Like what do you kind of go for when you work out?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I grew up in Arizona, and I'm a big hiker.
Okay.
I love hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing too.
It's awesome.
I mean, lifting weights too, but hiking, getting out.
Like cardio?
Getting the sun, yeah.
Even just, yeah. I feel like, is there good spots here in this area to hike? I don't know. I mean,
No, not really. We have a pond in our apartment complex.
Okay.
So I just walk around that for an hour a day, something like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Are you a golfer?
I golf occasionally, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not bad.
I'm not good. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I suck at putt golfing. Shoot, man. No, dude,
easy.
it's yeah. But I feel like a lot of guys, baseball players, pitchers, a lot of them are golfers.
Yeah.
So about a year ago, you were drafted. The draft's coming up very soon. Any advice for those guys getting drafted now?
Honestly, limit your expectations. Like, obviously, you want to get drafted and everything, but, like, a first-round pick and a 10th-round pick, like, there's no difference between that. You're on the same team now. So, like, you can't look, I mean, obviously, you can have inspiration by someone, but don't look down on yourself if you're drafted later compared to earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're in the same spot, and, like, you've been drafted for a reason, so you got
100%.
Believe in yourself. It always comes back to that.
Yeah, I know a ton of guys who are undrafted, especially with the COVID year, and like they're making their way, pushing the majors and stuff. So it don't matter. Y'all start off at the same spot once you get drafted. Everyone's here in the minors grinding it out.
Everyone, like, there are people that believe in you, which is why you're in that position. So I mean, you got to have that confidence.
Yeah.
You know?
What was your welcome to the minors moment? Maybe like a bad bus ride, a bad or crappy hotel or something.
I mean, JUCO for 4 years is really
probably worse.
It really sets you up for the minor league life. So I mean, I'm loving the minor league life.
Yeah.
Like, you get a nice hotel, the bus rides aren't that bad.
Yeah.
I haven't really had any like welcomings, My first outing last year, so I got sent to Carolina, and in my first appearance in affiliate baseball, I got a 105 line drive right back at me, and I blocked it with my wrist, and then I was like, all right, so
oh my gosh,
pro ball, you can't throw fastballs right down the middle.
No, can't do that.
No.
So this is a question from an Instagram page called Brewers Farm. He, for those who don't follow him, he's always posting about the Brewers and the farm system and all that kind of stuff. He wants to know what do you believe is the key to your success this year? Because you've been pitching pretty well this year.
Yeah. That's a good one. Key to my success. Honestly, just having intent, like believe. I mean, it always comes back to believing in yourself. Like, you gotta, with every pitch that you have, you gotta think that you're gonna get that person out. Or conviction is a big thing in pitching. Like, you have to know you're gonna hit your spot, and when you hit your spot, they're not gonna hit it, or they're not gonna hit it well.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, just confidence, believing in your stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What has been your biggest adjustment from like college ball to now pro ball?
Definitely being more in the zone.
Okay.
Like, you get a lot more chases.
Oh, okay.
So getting into pitchers' counts will help hitters expand the zone.
Sure.
So you got to live around the strike zone, and if you're wasting pitches, then you'll get into hitters' counts, and they will not miss.
Yeah,
they will not miss pitches that they want to hit.
Not at this level.
No, not at this level.
All right. What's the most random thing you've been asked to autograph?
A phone.
A phone, like a phone?
Like, just a phone.
Not a case, but the actual phone?
Yeah, the phone.
What did you sign it with?
Sharpie.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it was one of my better signatures too.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, that's gonna be on there for a while with the permanent. You gotta make sure it looks good.
Yeah.
I was here a couple days ago, and a kid right here had passed down a mouse pad. And I'm like, where'd you find the mouse pad? He's like, I just found it in the concourse up here. And he just asked someone to sign it. I'm like, all right, man, there's some random things.
Whatever works.
Yeah, I've heard like foots, arms, foreheads, now mouse pad. I was like, oh man, that's funny.
That is definitely an interesting one right there.
Who do you think is the best player in the game right now?
Probably Ronald Acuna Jr.
Okay.
He's going crazy.
Dude, he's insane.
He's insane. I mean, he's doing it all. He's hitting
Yeah.
home runs,
Yeah.
stealing bases, and he's throwing the baseball.
He's electric
100
too.
miles an
Like
hour.
he's so good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song, or what's your favorite? If you have a favorite song, yeah. What's your favorite song now?
Favorite song. Where Rainbows Never Die by the Steel Drivers.
Okay.
It's Chris Stapleton's band.
Yeah.
Big Chris Stapleton.
Big country guy then?
Yeah. I mean, I listen to everything.
Yeah.
I listen to smooth jazz, rock,
Okay.
rap, like
Yeah. You make sure.
anything with a good beat.
I feel that.
Yeah.
On game days, like, what is your hype up music?
I don't know. For me, I like to listen to like calm,
Okay.
like things that will like make me control
Mm-hmm.
my breathing. You know, like be calm. You know, like if I'm tensed up, then
Yeah.
I won't move as efficiently. So I like
Yeah.
listening to music that will calm me down and
Yeah.
make me feel relaxed.
That's
you know?
fair.
Yeah.
If you had one person, like, dead or alive, to watch you play baseball, who would it be?
One person to watch me.
Yeah.
Probably my grandma.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she loved baseball. So.
Was she like a big influence in your life, or?
Yeah. She was like. She would take care of me a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when my parents were working and all that
Sure.
stuff. Yeah. So, she was a big baseball fan.
That's so cool.
She said, she's like, I always knew you would play baseball.
Wow.
Like, I always knew that. So I think it'd be really cool if she was here to watch.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, hey, I mean, that's all I got. I don't want to keep you too long, but I do appreciate you taking your time, man.
But, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.